CVA's AccuraSeries, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
This segment's being brought to you by 3rd Regiment Game Calls, friends, family, and faith in the outdoors. One call at a time. All right, everybody, this week's Picture of the Week is being brought to you by the folks over at Flowers Deer Processing. Tell you what, they'll be opening up here in just a few weeks. They're getting those knives sharpened up, getting everything cleaned up and ready, and I think they'll be hopping. If you guys want to get down there, get some of the finest snack sticks you ever put in your mouth, go down there, see the folks at Flowers. They'll take good care of you, and you will get your deer back, and it will be some of the finest venison you ever put in your mouth, I guarantee you.
That the other night was.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, guys, our first picture here, this was actually sent in from Rick Revel, and turns out Mike is familiar with Rick, and he took this picture on a recent video shoot that he was doing. He's evidently into some type of production, you know, work-wise as far as whatever he's doing, but he took this picture and they're working on something right now with Davy Crockett. So that's a pretty neat picture. We just wanted to share that tonight. We appreciate him sending that to us.
And he's an author too. He just
an author as well.
Okay. Yeah, surely do.
All right, our next picture here, this is Terry Carver with another great catfish. You know, he's been sending us big catfish pictures all year, and this may even be his best yet. So congratulations on that one, Terry. Another great looking catfish you got there.
That's a hog right there.
That's a hog.
Sure.
Right here, this picture was sent in by Lonnie Barron, and this is his pretty little niece, Shania. I hope I said that right. And this is her holding the rack of a nice buck that he took, I believe, this past season. And we just want to tell him congratulations on that, and thank him so much for sending us a picture of Miss Shania, and tell her hello tonight, and I hope she's watching. And right here on the end, guys, this is what a lot more of us really need to be doing. This is Mr. Patrick Hallisey, and he said he is taking care of the Asian carp one at a time, just as many as he can get taken care of.
He's one of our buddies.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he sure
want to
is.
say hi to Patrick tonight and tell him not only congratulations, but thank you for taking out those Asian carp, and keep on taking them out.
Yeah. You know, the state record just got broke the other day.
Really, on the Asian carp?
Yeah, it sure did. A guy from Middle Tennessee. I mean, West Tennessee.
Guys, y'all can send your photos to us here at 474 James Robertson Parkway. Or like we tell you every week, just send them to me on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll get them here on the show just as quick as we can. So the state record was broken.
Yeah, I think it weighed 78 pounds, Brandon. A guy, I used to work with him, Scotty Vandiver.
Yeah.
When J.R. Sweat was on the radio show the other night, and he got the call that it was the new confirmed state record.
Now, is that rod and reel or
no, with a bow?
Fishing, or?
Bow.
That's awesome.
And if I think it was on Tennessee River, you know, just downstream from Pickwick.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, that's where it's from.
Well,
because he messaged
big or
me.
Small, shoot them all.
Yes,
that's what we say.
Yeah, he messaged me a couple nights later after that, and asked me about going bow fishing with him, and I told him too about, you know, maybe filming a show with it too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, kind of changing gears here a little bit, guys. Dove season starts this weekend. And again, you know, that's a major tradition. I know it is all across the state. I know it has been for me my entire life. And got a lot going on. And I tell you, when it comes to shooting at those little rascals, there's a lot of people that struggle with that. So we kind of want to cover just a little bit on that tonight. And you know how fast a dove can fly?
Faster than a lot of people can swing.
I tell you what, they have clocked them at 55 miles an hour.
I knew it's 45.
And the average speed is 42 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So that's about 4.5 feet a second.
Yep.
And or 44 feet a second. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. 44 feet a second. But point being, when you're shooting at doves, I was actually looking it up tonight, and there's some charts and things you can look at online, you know, judging. Of course, they get real technical about it. Your shotgun's this speed and the dove. But you really need to be on a crossing dove. If a dove's coming left to right, right to left, you really need to be 6 feet ahead of that dove if he's at 30 yards. So if he's getting on out beyond that, you're talking 7 or 8 feet at 40 yards. Right. And so a lot of folks, that's why they get those tail feathers. You know, they go home with a bag full of tail feathers. You've got to be out ahead of that dove.
And that far out too, if you don't get that good sight bead picture, you'll wind up shooting above them more than you will below them.
A lot of times people will shoot above them. And you know, there's several different. If one's coming at you, that's probably about, in my opinion, the easiest shot you can get on one. And a lot of people struggle with the going straight away shot. And the one thing you can do with that is you actually want to shoot under that buck. You want to shoot under him. But a dove, it's not a game of aiming where he's at. You better aim where he's going.
Yeah.
You know
Absolutely. Lead.
And get the most open. You know, I like to shoot a modified. A lot of guys like an improved cylinder choke, but you don't want anything tighter than a modified choke.
Well, you know what I normally do is I carry mine with me just to see, because you know you have some days, especially it seems like if it's real windy, you know they may be sky high, and you know you just about need a full choke to bust them.
And when they got that wind helping them, they're running 55.
Yeah. And don't forget they're doing this the whole time too.
Oh yeah, there ain't nothing still about them, you know.
Dove can move, no doubt.
They can, but it's a lot of fun, and once you kind of get in your groove, and you can get 15 of them, you know. So if you get you a limit, and they're mighty good to eat.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't understand.
I was telling the peanut gallery over here about them today on the way up here about how good they are to eat.
They're mighty good table fare. A lot of people don't know how good they really are to eat, and that's a lot of times part of the tradition. Lots of these shoots, I know several that we go to, those jokers end up on the grill before
they sure
we're home
do.
to the house. You know, they're
with
going to
bacon wrapped around them,
bacon wrapped, some of them with jalapeno.
Sauce. Yeah, there you go.
Barbecue sauce. I've seen all kind of great recipes for them, and never really had one I didn't like.
Me either.
And they're really good. We were at a shoot a few years ago, and they take all the doves. It's kind of an understood deal. Whatever you get, you clean them there, and they take the breast off the bone of every one of them. It's not that hard to do. You know, I'd never really done it, and they, you know, we took them and cleaned them all off. But they, you know, it's supposed to help you a lot as far as not having pellets in them and things like that. But there's just lots of ways you can take and prepare these doves, and they're delicious. So by all means, just know that it's a lot of fun, but it is some really good table fare on top of that.
It's really a lot of fun, because it's kind of a big camaraderie event, you know. I mean, you got all your buddies out there, and I mean, a lot of joke telling.
It is.
It's
a lot of giving each other a hard time.
Yes, it sure is.
They come through, you know.
You empty that gun 3 rounds, and that bird's still flying right on.
Well, I had somebody ask me today, why when you miss a dove on the first one do you unload your gun and you still miss it?
I think it's just you just feel like you got to do it, you know. You just have to do it.
You got 3, burn 3.
Send them all out there. That's exactly right. Absolutely. And sometimes you'll get lucky on that second or third shot. You know, burn him. But if you're behind him to begin with, it's awful hard to catch up with him. So, guys, I tell you what, we're going to jump over real quick and do our product of the week. This week's product of the week is being sponsored by Caney Fork Outdoors. Stop in and see them right here at the Dawson Plaza Shopping Center. You can see Ryan and the gang there, or get off at the Center Hill Dam exit off of I-40. Follow that towards the dam, and right there at the Big Rock Market, they can get you outfitted for one day or for the rest of the time that you're going to be down there fishing for the year. Give them a call or stop in and see them. Check them out on Facebook or go to CaneyForkOutdoors.com. All right, now I've got some products here tonight. This is, they're calling these Bucks and Buck Stop and Doe Patrol. These are all synthetic. So these are going to be approved to use different states. There's actually a lot of controversy right now as to whether Tennessee is going to be able to use, you know, real deer urine right now.
Has that been settled yet?
You know, I don't know a clear enough answer to tell.
See,
folks
I don't either. I know it's supposed to be.
But I guarantee you this: these right here are going to be legal to use. They're all synthetic scent, and these are from our friends over at Pure One Outdoors. They're out of Virginia. We've used lots of their products over the years. These are all brand new that they just put out this year, and they've actually got some other products that they've sent us as well. We'll be sharing over the next few weeks. I've already used some of this mock scrape. Got it set up just a few days ago. We'll be checking that out and going to see what kind of deer react. You know, how they react to that. But we want to thank Sean Tyson for sending these to us. Tell you guys to check them out at pureoneoutdoors.com or go find them on Facebook. You can order them today. This is going to be part of their Flatline Deer Attractants line, and they have several different lines there. They've got some cover scents, they've got deer attractants, and they've got, of course, the UV and cover scent spray as well. So again, thanks to the guys at Pure One Outdoors. Be sure to go over and find them on Facebook and get some of your own.
I've never used a synthetic.
I tell you what, they smell pretty pretty real, don't they?
Well,
we found out earlier tonight.
Yeah, we found that out in the break room a while ago.
Guys, I tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to open our phone lines and let y'all call in and give us your own questions or comments. We'll see you back here in just a minute with some more Southern Woods and Waters.